I'd like to take, please be seated. Before we go into the Aleinu, I'd like to share a short teaching that I think is very apropos for this evening. So this week we celebrated Shavuos, right? And what happened? What do we celebrate? The Ten Commandments, the giving of the Torah. Now we're going to read tomorrow the blessing of the parasha of Naso, and in the parasha is the priestly blessing. That's what I was saying. However, the parasha begins the portion with counting, and so all of Israel is counted. And it says when we receive the Torah, it says Kulanu, all of us are here today. So according to the tradition, all the souls of Israel in the past and the present were all present standing at Sinai. All of us individually received the Torah. All of us were counted in this portion, which is linked in the calendar very close to Shavuot. So I think it's remarkable that we read about being counted. We all count. We are all counted. We all count individually, as people, as Jews. We all count. We all matter. And within this portion is the priestly blessing, which is as close as we can get to God within the service beyond the silent prayer, because it's towards the end of the silent prayer where we talk about peace, and peace in Hebrew comes from the root of wholeness, perfection. We strive as Jews for wholeness, and that comes at the end, the pinnacle of the Amidah, of the silent prayer. Right after, we have the priestly blessing. So we all count, we all receive the Torah. And so I hope that we can all count tonight as well, make this Shabbat count. I'm very honored and pleased again, as I said, to be here with you, to count with you. We just finished counting the Omer leading up to Shavuot. There's a lot of counting and being counted. And finally, I just want to say something about being counted on Shabbat. Shabbat is, in the words of the rabbis, a taste of the world to come. We get a glimpse of what it will be, what a perfect world will be when we celebrate Shabbat. And in order to appreciate what that feels like, what that experience is like, the rabbis and the Kabbalists teach us that once we say Baruch Hu, once we start, which is why I put on the talit, we get an additional soul, a neshama yetera. There's a second soul. We can count a second time. We count twice on Shabbat because we have an additional level of spirituality that then leaves us at the end of Shabbat, which is why we say the blessing of the Besamim to kind of escort our soul that is departing. You might notice that when it's not Shabbat, we're just doing Havdalah for Chag, for Shavuot, and it's the midday and it's not Shabbat. There is no Besamim because we don't have that additional soul. And so it's all about counting, being counted, showing up, making ourselves count as a minyan, as a community, as individuals. And I think it's just very beautiful and very apropos that we just read Shavuot, we're about to read Naso, and it's Shabbat, and all this kind of comes together in a very beautiful way. So thanks for counting me among you this Shabbat, and for hosting me with you. Shabbat Shalom.